Okay. I've got my coffee and I'm ready to finish this fucking game. If it wants to cooperate. There it goes. Day 11 of the last route. Okay, and I know we're getting our daily quest from the Inquisitor, so we can just go talk to her. Man, you have no idea how excited I am to be done with this fucking game. Like, don't get me wrong. It's a masterpiece of non-traditional storytelling, but holy shit, I'm over it. Definitely gonna need to take a break between Pathologic Classic and playing the second game. I'll probably spend like a week or maybe even two just playing like Stardew Valley or maybe some shorter games like The Journey or something. Just playing not this for a while. Literally anything else. Oh, I'm hungry. Don't need to be hangry trying to talk to the Inquisitor. They're cutting down a tree outside my apartment. They're just about done, I think, so if you hear any noises, that's what that is. They should be wrapping up pretty soon, though. Damn. Now, why don't I just pop in here to reset everything real quick? Don't have to deal with the plague cloud or the rat. I mean, generally given the choice between dealing with bullshit and not dealing with bullshit, I'd choose the latter.
soldiers rebelled against the general.
And why have you come to me? I know all I need to know about you now, Plague Incarnate. I'd like to tell you about a most amazing thing. Really, that's sweet. Will you tell me? Not that it matters, of course. We can preserve this town. The army will leave. There won't have to be any destruction. Wait, you're speaking too fast. I have different concerns at the moment. Actually, it's good that you're here. Can you run one final errand for me, and then tell me about your decision? The business I have at hand is urgent. What is this? Give this package to kind Bachelor Dunkovsky. It says inside that he's been stripped of all authority and is accused of high treason. Should he open it in front of you and ask you what he is to do, advise him to shoot himself. Jesus, I thought you were friends. No, of course not. The Bachelor's become no less formidable an enemy than the town than Lady Sandpest. But why? You see, this town is a coherent structure, or if you like, a living organism. It's both, depending on the observer. It's like a sequence of interconnected organs, or more exactly still, a clockwork mechanism. But as soon as a foreign object is introduced, everything begins to crumble. What does the Bachelor have to do with it? Bachelor Dunkovsky has had the authority to question this obvious truth. The audacity to question this obvious truth. Apparently, he intends to destroy the human settlement, that is, the town proper, an administrative and social constituent unit of our country, for the sake of a chimeric abomination, and I'm going to stop him. And I'm telling you, I know a way to avoid destroying anything that's been constructed here. Whatever, just give this package to the Bachelor. We'll talk when you come back. Fine. I must say, though, I don't have the slightest idea where he is to be found now. I suppose his new ally is better informed of his plans. What new ally? Who but the Iron-Toothed General Ashes? The two destroyers now sing in unison. Getting 500,000 people killed is like putting a squiggle on paper to them. Okay. Go find the Bachelor. Sounds like Alexander Block might have some info. I'm not actually totally sure why we need to be doing things for Aglaya anyways. But that is today's quest, so we're gonna do it. Okay. Do you know where the Bachelor is, my guy?
You are not the only healer here.
I need to see the Bachelor. Is he with you? No, he's not here, and I wouldn't advise you follow him where he's gone. And where is that? The mutineers have captured some architect, one Andrew Stammerton. Your Bachelor took the news to heart and decided to get him out. Okay, and where is all that happening, the mutiny? They've seized a cannon and are holding the person next to it, and are holding position next to it. All of the mutineers are there now, except the ones who are busy looting. But don't you dare go there. They'll sort it out without you. No, I'm going. My faith protects me. Did that give me a marker? No, but I assume it's the one that's there. What am I saying? That's literally the only train. Of course it's there. Hopefully I can get there without the game crashing, though. Because that does put me right in the danger zone of the fucking memory leakage or whatever is going on. Oh, he running. What the fuck is he doing? Oh, please tell me it's not crashing now. Fuck. Okay. Well, hang on. Okay, that is a alarmingly large area that crashes the game. Okay. Let's try this again. We'll just go further around. Yeah, so what if I go down over this way? This should be safe. I've been down here quite a bit before. It'd be nice if I could check and make sure I can actually get to, Vlad the Younger. Looks like, maybe? No, fuck. Please save yourself, game. Okay. I gotta say, if the game turns out to be literally unbeatable because it keeps fucking crashing, I'm going to lose my shit. Yeah, I know it's not working. Just stop it and let me relaunch it, please. Okay. And as far as I can tell, I'm like the only person who's had this issue. So I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm not pleased about it. So do I need to go all the way over and fucking loop around? That shit. All right. Well, I think I'm just never going to see the theater conversation, because if any of them are infected, there's literally nothing I can do about it. I have Schmouder, and there's still nothing I can do because the game crashes. Fuck you. Just let me get out of the damn city. Ah, here we go. Tiny little gap in the fence. Okay. Making progress. Fuck. I really hope Badgrave's one of my bound, isn't he? Yeah. So I just have to, like, pray that I just have to hope he doesn't get infected. I don't know, maybe if I, like, come around the back I'd be able to get in there? We can test that once, we deal with the nonsense, the shenanigans happening over at the cannon. At least Pathologic 2 will be fucking stable. Or at least more stable than this. Oh, looks like Murky's sick. Okay. So yeah, they were captured back here, right? Weren't they? Could have sworn this is where you get held up in the other routes. Maybe not. Maybe it's further up. Because these are the cannons. Field gun. So it's got to be somewhere along this train tracks. Ah, over there. That looks more ominous than I remember it looking. Okay, but where? I don't suppose you just happen to be useful. No. Okay. So I'm pretty confident that these guys are just gonna shoot on sight. Is there anyone I can actually talk to? Hello. Maybe they're not hostile. Oh, I guess they're not. They were earlier in the route, I think. Maybe those guys are the hostile ones? I see that guy chilling out over there. Maybe we can talk to him. Hello. Who are you? Are you here on an errand? Yes, I am here on an errand. Listen, we have a wounded officer. They've taken cover behind those boulders over there, but he's got hit by 2 bullets. He might bleed to death. I'll dress his wounds. Where do you think you're going? Stay here, don't poke out. Reinforcements are on their way. We're going to push them back. Your commander is wounded. There will be no reinforcements. Okay, so can we heal the commander then? Is that you? Why aren't they ordering a retreat? Yes, the forces aren't equal. Okay. Ah, you. Hello, do I do that? Yes! Lay on hands actually works. Doesn't just murder people. Okay. Ah yes, now 3 versus 7. That's a fair fight. Couldn't do it with 2, but you can definitely do it with 3. I feel like this might be a little more impactful if I knew what the hell was going on or who any of these people were. Hi. Deftly done. I suppose I shouldn't ask too many questions. Thank you. Are you a Sister of Mercy? And I will ask questions. Will you answer them candidly and without prejudice? I will. Just be quick with them, please. I've heard that you executed an architect, Andrew Stammerton, a man in a bright raincoat, had his big motley handkerchief always hanging out of his pocket. We haven't executed anyone. It's what the mutineers do. But perhaps they didn't have enough time. They'd been in the middle of an execution, and it broke off when we engaged them. Do you know who I'm talking about? I do. I think he was among the survivors. When the fighting began, I saw him with this aide to the Inquisitor, this bachelor. The architect looked pale, and he was holding his side. The bachelor must have walked him home. Do you know where that is? Yes, you're in luck. Just yesterday I went there to arrest one of them. They're twin brothers, right? The place is right over there by the river. Right behind the checkpoint. Thank you. Alright. So now we just talk to the Stammerton brothers. It's gonna be the best way to get over there, though. I feel like crossing through this marsh, I might be able to skirt around the kill zone. I wonder if I could have just gone straight to their house to check. I didn't even consider that. Like, if this is just a weird waste of time. But I mean, time's not really an object in Clara's route because it's bugged and you can start the quest at 1 AM. So it doesn't really matter. Alright. And I really doubt the Bachelor will be at Stammerton's, but they might know where to find him. So this might be the last leg of this quest before we can literally just go tell the Bachelor to kill himself because Aglaia told us to. And you know what? I'm on board for it. I mean, how many times has the Bachelor threatened to murder Clara in the last week and a half? The fuck? You're not supposed to be in town. What are you doing? Hey! Talk to me. No? What in the hell? I wonder if that's one of the twins' adherents and she just got, like, scared off by something. No? They're just wandering around town now? Okay. Hi, what the hell? I don't judge you or have sympathy. It's all the same to me. Be it sympathy or judgment, I can't even feel the cold. What? Okay. Hey, Asgore. It's just gonna, the game's just gonna fucking start throwing new NPCs in the last day of the last route? Okay. Why? What caused this? Oh, well, he's not gonna be in here. Nope. And then the house is back behind there. Ah, hello. Oh, right, and Peter's plagued, so we can go ahead and heal him and just go. You kill-stealing bitch. Leave him alone. Ow. Do need to focus so I don't get shanked. You... Fucking rude. Okay, take a schmouter. And give it to him. And now we go in. And there'll be someone to talk to. Oh, hey, the Bachelor is here. Convenient.
My head is spinning.
I've got bad news from the Inquisitor. You've been stripped of your mandate. I think she's decided to get rid of you. So you're the harbinger of my doom. Or will you give me some advice on how to escape my well-deserved punishment? Is it so well-deserved? The Inquisitor won't forgive me for my treason. The only surprising thing is that she found out so soon. I've only just made the decision, and she knows already. The woman is indeed a devil, but in any case, I won't change my decision, even if it costs me my life. He looks like a Vampire Diaries character. He does, honestly. He looks like an edgelord vampire. And what is your decision? I want to preserve the polyhedron, and I will preserve it, whatever it takes. And Glaya wants it destroyed? Yes, and this sly schemer played me so well that, but for a lucky coincidence, I myself would have now desired it above all else in the world. Her infernal design would have become my own discovery. Aglaya believes the polyhedron to be the cause of the outbreak. And that's not so. What does it matter? It may have been the reason the epidemic began, but it's not the reason it's still here. Destroying the tower won't stop it. One must not imagine a clash of supreme powers behind this. This is mechanics, not mysticism. That's what I've been trying to convince Peter of. And what does Peter say? He believes, as you probably know, that the epidemic is a punishment for the hubris he and his brother committed by building this masterpiece. However, he would also rather lose his life than his tower. It's too marvelous an achievement. Let all else burn. The tower must remain. Why? Because, for the first time in human history, a structure has been built with which, owing as much to engineering calculation as to a favorable concourse of circumstances, possesses a miraculous capacity for influencing the human consciousness. It can, if you like, stir the dreams of children. A dream can't be made real. The fulfillment of a wish will always be a bitter parody of a dream. Such is the law. That's the thing. This tower makes the impossible possible. I didn't believe it either until I saw it for myself, but the fact remains. The children are unanimous in insisting that the tower reproduces that very spirit which turns childhood into the happiest time of a human life. I've been inside the tower. It's empty. Tell me, is that an illusion? Yes. The elusive dream worlds, the magical lands of fantasy, the first loves, the childhood games with their heroic deeds, their seizures and charges, escapes and transfigurations. It condenses them into a nodule of energy inside itself, which, being the creation of a child's fantasy, assumes an independent existence. Where's your usual skepticism? Yes, this is a dream one can come back to. A fantasy unfolding in front of your eyes, a miracle that can be touched and held. There, inside it, things that are fleeting gifts in ordinary life can be captured. A miracle can't be touched and held, it's the law. I'm asking you for a postponement. I know how to preserve the polyhedron. Everything else here will have to be destroyed, but the polyhedron can be saved. Tell Aglaya you haven't found me, and I'll find arguments to convince the commander. He'll let the polyhedron be with a clear conscience. The epidemic won't return if the tower stands. And you can prove it to him. Give me more time. Tomorrow I'll give you a package containing arguments for the commander. Alright, we'll play along for now. I mean, Aglaya has been... Fucking nobody has been helpful to the changeling in this route for more than like 2 days. I'll tell Aglaya I haven't found you, just to spite her, honestly. Wait, then help me get rid of an enemy who's about to present Aglaya with a fateful argument, which will leave Commander with no choice but to raise the polyhedron. Who's that? Barak, the Haruspex. He's due to finish some gruesome business today. If he succeeds, he and Aglaya will deceive Block. That is to say, Aglaya will do the actual deceiving. Barak is a blind tool of hers, just like I was until recently. Why is he dangerous? They'll preserve the toxic town for the sake of saving Aglaya, and raise the polyhedron in order to have a culprit's head to present to the powers that be with. They'll say the cause has been eliminated. Find him and stop him. Alright, I'll go find him. No. My thought is that if we can just postpone everybody's plans till tomorrow, that gives us time to actually save the town and the polyhedron without interference. I kind of doubt that that'll actually make a difference. I have no idea where Barak is. I guess the most reasonable place to look is in his warehouse, the machine. Like, can we just lie to everyone and say we completed everyone's tasks and get all of the rewards? That's what I want to do. The main thing you learn in Clara's route is that everybody sucks. I also feel like this might end up just being more legwork for no real reason, but eh. Hey, can you go shoot him? I don't want to fucking deal with that. What are you doing? Useless. Absolutely useless. The one time I actually want them to attack. And they go book it into the sunset, I guess, or sunrise. Okay, so we're there, and it's just back there. I feel like the Bachelor would fit right in with the Volturi from Twilight. Just like any of those super edgy teen vampires. Hey, he actually is there.
Just give me more time. There's merely one last puzzle left to crack. The solution will save thousands.
Cool. Someone wants you dead, Artemy Barak. Tell me, what do you intend to do now? Are you the harbinger of my death? Well, that won't make me change my plans. I'm going to the abattoir. Foreman Oyan is waiting for me in the final trial. I don't expect to survive it anyways, but you've promised to help, haven't you? Who, me? You're one of us is an idiot, right? Well, it's definitely not me. You've just been here and said that you know what trickery the foreman has prepared for me. You've promised you'll be waiting where the foreman will have told me to go, and help me defeat him. What did Foreman Oyan tell you yesterday? I want to ask the foreman about the mysteries concealed in the ritual of bovine sacrifice. I feel I have no other way to access those mysteries than by taking the foreman's place. Oyan will not give up his power without a fight. We're going to fight to the death. Do you think Foreman Oyan is one of the bound? Doubtlessly, he's one of my bound. He's a bad man, isn't he? I suspect he is a double-crossing murderer and usurper. That's why I can wish death upon him with a clear conscience. Don't rush into a fight with him. I'll go to the abattoir and settle your dispute. You change your plans quickly. A short while ago, you were much more bloodthirsty. I'll waste no time. My destiny awaits me at the abattoir. I'm going to face it with an open heart. Wait until the day ends. We'll see each other at the abattoir. Okay. And then I need to get my bound to sacrifice themselves, so if I just get the foreman to sacrifice himself to Artemy, that should be fine. Then they can still fight. Artemy can become the foreman. And that's one less sacrifice that I need to deal with. Because he also, I think it was in like a letter or something that he said he intended to lose the fight on purpose. Because the foreman must become the foreman by trial and combat. Yes, you two beat on each other and let me pass undetected. Yeah, he doesn't care. Good. I do not want to deal with rats, so we'll just duck in here for a second. All right. Time to go convince the foreman to kill himself. Hello, tall man. I bow to thee, mistress. You have come to take my life. I am prepared to sacrifice it. Did you call me mistress? Warden Barak and Oyan Reuben have told me of your miracles. She who can turn the blood of the children of Suk into the blood of Boss Primigenius is a worthy being titled our mistress. Is worthy of being titled our mistress. Blah. So you've prepared to give your life. Why? If you transform my blood with your hands, I'll part without regret with the life that I have lived and tainted. Let the good that comes out of my death give a meaning to my wasted life. Why do you say so? I say what I say and do what I do because I, Oyan, have failed to perform the right and to carry the burden I took upon myself. I am not worthy of living. Many among the bound would tell you the same. Many. Yes, when they have agreed to give you their blood for transformation into the panacea, the kin will help you put that blood to use. You will have at your disposal the skills of the butchers, of all who know the lines, and the abattoir itself, Suk's wombs. Barak will not oppose it. What makes you sure they'll agree? A mistress needs not ask. They have already accepted their fate. Let them serve their lady, the mistress of the humble. If you find several of such bound, who won't resent having to give up their meaningless lives, you will create enough vital humors to keep the town alive. Do you agree to take and transform my blood? Yes, if such is your desire. Cool. Finally, the lines did meet. The first of the fallen bound ones, that monstrous foreman, who won't hesitate to give his life, has recognized the mistress of earth in me, is willing to sacrifice himself for the possibility of a miracle. I can return to Barak now. I've freed the subterranean throne for him. Well, did I actually get the blood? Or is that just... Okay, no. I was a little bit worried that I'd need to clear up... Oh, hey! Like a shitload of inventory space.
The soldiers rose up against one another. They say it's because of that bull in the lot.
I've talked to the foreman. You need to hear this. He's resigning and will soon hand his powers over to you. Did you make him do it? I am a mere instrument of fate. Why did he do it? Because everyone has a preordainment to fulfill. Yours is to preside over the kin. You've turned out to be much more powerful than I thought. Why did you do this? Tell me what you're intending to do, Barak. I must make a blood sacrifice, but I haven't settled on one yet. I don't know who it was meant to be. I must decide. That moment is probably inevitable, and it will come soon. You are a slave of the inevitable, Barak, while I am its mistress. Tell me what your intentions are, and I'll help you. I only want one thing, and that's to heal the town. The destruction of the polyhedron was necessary, seeing as I never hoped I would defeat the foreman. But that wasn't what happened, so what now? I know how to make a panacea out of blood and herbs. The trouble is that the right blood is very rarely found in nature. You shouldn't hate this town. It's beautiful. It hasn't lost its bond with the earth. It combines incompatible things. Different eras linger in it alongside each other. There are no towns like this anymore. There'll hardly ever be again. Take heart. I'll give you the blood that is like the blood you seek. Where are you going to get it from? I transform blood with my hands. I'm a miracle worker, Barak. Yes, that sounds true enough. I believe you. What would you have me do? Promise me that when you become head of the kin, you'll help me by creating as much panacea as will be needed to contain the disease. If this will save my town, I hereby agree. Tomorrow I'll be able to back it up with arguments for Aglaya. She must submit a report on the decision reached in order to avoid being executed. Is that so? Yes, so tell Aglaya. Let her in on your plan. I think she'll accept it. Have your arguments ready by tomorrow. Alright, so now back to Aglaya. Marching to the clear other side of the map, as per usual. That's cool, giving like a more peaceful way to resolve Artemis' story. I like that a lot. Oh, and I'll just tell you right now, we're not doing the side quest. I'm not tracking down Artemy and Danil for like the 50th fucking time. I'm just not doing it. Okay, now time for the long walk. Or a long walk. One out of many, many, many long walks in this game. The morning of the 11th day has come. It all ends tomorrow. Day 11, in which the changeling realizes the true meaning of her name, and Clara loses the right to exist. Oh shit, that sounds ominous. Ow! Fuck. Being sneaky. Nailing me in the face right as I peek around a corner. Wait, fuck, which way? That way. Actually, kind of this way. Let's get him to move, because I don't feel like dealing with him. Oh my god, it takes so long to get from place to place. This is the last time I'll have to do this. Knowing I'm so close to the end of the game is making all of this a lot more bearable, I gotta say. It's like simultaneously like relieved, like, oh, this is one of the last times I'm gonna have to do this, and also like, oh my god, can't I just be done? Because like, I want to see how this story ends because the story's so good, but the game is like mechanically so trash. Jesus, what is with the plague clouds? Fuck, go, go. Okay. They're scary, those dust angels. Honestly, I feel like more horror games should make their antagonist just annoying. Because it generates... Those plague clouds generate a greater sense of fear in me than the monster does by the end of Amnesia, honestly. Purely because of how irritating they are. That, like, no matter how many times they're repeated, it's always this immediate sense of dread.
They've grown up, and...
Oh, did she just give me a schmouter?
Purpose. Now be gone. This world doesn't need you any longer.
Inquisitor Aglaya Lilich, I have a better solution than the one suggested by the Haruspecs in The Bachelor. Now I know it for certain. It all fits. Well now, say what you have to say, instrument of the law. There's a way to preserve the town. It's hard to believe, but I'm certain of it. The disease will continue to exist too, but it will become completely harmless. It will be tamed, just like smallpox. I'll do this with my hands. I'm going to stay here. We can inoculate people, and people will survive. I don't understand yet. Dr. Rubin has conducted a scientific study. He's ascertained that the plague hasn't killed Simon Kane after all. Simon's blood contained corpuscles that had made the disease harmless. When I heal someone with my hand, their blood becomes like that too. So you're going to cure everyone as they get infected. I wonder how you'll manage it with a population of many thousand at this rate of contagion. Or the entire country's population, if the disease escapes the town. No, of course I won't be enough. All the more because the blood needs to be predisposed. But there are people with this kind of blood who've agreed to spend themselves entirely on vaccines for everyone else. I'll show them to you tomorrow. So you're saying you'll be able to maintain this fateful, this unnatural blend, even create a possibility for, oh my god, its further development through periodic transformation of some townspeople's blood, with the subsequent slaughtering of these people after the manner of what was done to Simon. That's correct. Are you really imagining yourself a miracle worker? I can perform a miracle. No one else can, which is why no one else has thought of the same plan. Everyone believes miracles to be impossible. Another one. Nina was enough. She too used to sing about miracles, and ended up turning the town into a pagan altar. You'd like to set up a bloody conveyor line in which you will hold the key position, right? I won't let that happen. But enough. No more of this talk. Why are you so blind? Another obsessed idiot dragging thousands of victims into the very same trap. No. Enough. Help me destroy the polyhedron or leave the town at once, or else I'll have you executed. But why destroy when everything can be preserved? It's the powers that be who want to preserve everything. That's the reason there's an epidemic. Who do you think you are? You're no miracle worker. You're an avatar of the Sand Plague. Do you understand? But instead of acting as an honest instrument of the law, you have stolen the fate of another. So that's why I'm a thief. That's why you're a thief. You're guilty of the theft of your own fate. You were never to try on this halo. It's as absurd as a hangman playing the miraculous rescuer while the execution is already going on. Now I understand everything. I'm giving you an hour to leave the town, you little scum. I'm banishing the plague from this place, thereby accomplishing my mission. Out. And don't you dare look for a protector. No one's going to help you now. We'll see. Oh, she didn't give me a schmouter, just antibiotics. Bleh. Alright. Well, Commander's, Alexander Block's been a bro so far. I don't imagine he'll just put me out on my ass in the cold. Fucking hell. That was awful. Thanks for that game. They just pop up right in front of your face. Just to be mean. Protect me.
Where are the orderlies? Those lazy bastards.
The Inquisitor has ordered me to leave the town before the end of the day. Why on earth did she do that? I've come up with a way to keep this town intact, all three of its parts. All three towns, the town of beasts, the town of men, and the town of children. But she said that as long as she's alive, that won't happen. And no surprise, so you've defied her plans. I think I have. She's bent on destroying the polyhedron. Yes, and the Bachelor was going to rescue this architect precisely in order to find out whether the town's brittle groundwork could withstand the bombardment if we had to level the residential areas. I know a way to preserve the town, but I need more time, a day at the very least. Indeed, this once again confirms that I was right about you. This is how a divine messenger would behave. I am your protector. Tell me what you want. I know of a number of people who have already resigned to their impending death. They even believe they deserve it. All I need is to find several volunteers among the bound. How many do you need? 7 at least, but we've already got 1. I could put not 7, but 77 men at your disposal. No. For one thing, they have to be bound. Not all people are the same. These ones have a rare blood type. Go and look for the ones you need then. I'll order my soldiers to defend you, should anyone dare to make an attempt at your life. It's a shame that so few have remained loyal, but there'll be even less after we've crushed the revolt completely. But we will persevere. Afterwards, come back to me and tell me if you've been successful. You don't want to destroy the town, do you? No, I don't. I'm prepared to sacrifice my career in order to avoid raising and killing this town. Why? I was born and raised in a town like this one. Firing at it is torture for me, but that isn't the main reason. I'm surprised to hear you talk like that. Everything in this town is precious. This place is symbolic. That which is below has left our world for good, having turned into lifeless bones, into museum pieces. That which is above will never come around again. It's a potential future I don't want to lose. How do you know? The Harspex has demonstrated the former to me, and the Bachelor the latter. Written into this town is the destiny of our entire country, and I feel that the Creator is watching me now as I'm making my choice. The part I am to play in the fate of this town will have an effect on the part I am to play in the fate of our country. And everything will be alright. Okay. 6 more needed. Okay, so first stop is gonna be Anna Angel, because fuck Anna Angel. I definitely want to try to get Anna and Bad Grief to sacrifice themselves if I can. I think we can go ahead and sacrifice Katarina, but I don't know if we have to do Katarina and Alexander Saburov together, because I don't really want to take out Saburov, because that's gonna create a power vacuum, which I'm not fond of that idea at all. Who else do we have? Maybe Yulia? Okay, so think the people I want to keep alive are Ruben, Laura, and Aspity. That'll mean making the Saburov sacrifice themselves. So, oh well.
I don't want to undress. What if there's something scary on my skin?
Listen to me, Anna. I am the harbinger of your death. You can choose what it will be like. I want my death to be painless. Can you make me die without suffering? Would you like to die a champion and a martyr? Would you like to save thousands of children's lives? Is that even possible? I shall lay my hands on you and give you a chance to die like Simon King died. If you agree, like he did, to give your blood to those in thirst. Are you going to take my blood? All of it, Anna. You will feel no pain, only joy. I believe you. Do you agree? If you promise me that my name will be remembered kindly, let me be remembered as a singer. And you won't go back on your promise tomorrow? No, I won't. We'll all die, Anna. Rejoice, for I'm giving you the longest deferment. Okie dokie. Is this really just gonna be a matter of, like, going and talking to everyone? I'd be down for that. That'd be nice. But also, you know, both the Saburovs did kick me out on my ass. For no real reason. So yeah, fuck the Saburovs. They want to repent, they can do so with their blood.
The bulls vanished just as suddenly as it had appeared.
Yes, everyone must pay their dues. It's fair that you should be the one bringing the news. I've betrayed and renounced you. Why did you do that? Because I had seen in you a sign of my defeat. It was no coincidence that you came to our house, the girl that doomed our entire town. I made one last attempt to avoid that path. I struggled to be defiant. In vain. What's doomed is doomed, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. No, only my duty as a ruler compelled me to act as I have. You may not believe it, but over these days I've grown to love you. I've always wanted us so badly to have a daughter, a young Mistress Saburova. You deserve to die, and yet I shall give you a death that will end your path.
His name is John C.
Hey, Chief. That will end your path with honor and allow you to fulfill your duty. Death will be a welcome way out for me. Your solution will be better than a bullet to the head, will it not? It will. I shall lay my hands on you and give you a chance to die like Simon Cain died. If you agree, like he did, to give your blood to those in thirst. How will it happen? Every drop of your blood will be turned a medicine that can save the town. You will have accomplished your mission as a ruler. It's the best death I could wish for, better than the most humane mercy. So you agree? I agree and am grateful to you. And you won't go back on your promise tomorrow? Of course. Now excuse me, Clara, I'd like to be alone. Hey. We're finally finishing this fucking game and I'm so excited. We're on like the last stretch. We're gathering the sacrifices. I don't know. I have not done anything.
I need morphine.
No idea. Katerina, listen to me. I'm the harbinger of death. You can choose what it'll be like. Blah, 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 blah. Let me take a good look at you again, my dear girl. Yes, it's all happened as preordained, and not at all as I anticipated. Yet again, I have nothing to reproach fate for. All the signs are in place. A young mistress, my successor. How must I go? Would you like to die as a martyr and a champion of faith? Would you like to save thousands of lives instead of the thousands of lost lives you bear the blame for? Yes, I would. Blah, 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 blah. You'll give the blood to those in thirst. And I shall depart into the land of shadows, not as a fiend fooled by a rat, but as a martyr who has paid for her sins with the blood that can heal. I agree. It's a dignified death. Do what you must. It won't happen right now, but soon enough. Whatever you say, my dear girl. Do you agree? I do. When you become their ruler, be kind and fair. Stay true to yourself. Don't take the path Nina took. Work miracles if you can, and don't yield to temptations. That is exactly what will happen. Okay, still need 3 more. Let's see, who's next? I want to leave Aspity. Actually, I don't know if I can even get to Bad Grief and Reuben, so I should check that, because they might be required if I can't get to them without the game crashing. If that is the case, it'll be those 2 and Laura that I save. Actually, no, I'm gonna go down around here and then come around from the south edge of town. See if that works. Because the kill zone where the game just fucking dies has grown to be like all of this. I have no idea why, but it's super frustrating. So much walking. This game is like 40% walking simulator, 40% semi-visual novel, 10% frustration, and 10% survival gameplay. I honestly am not sure if Bad Grief will actually be down for sacrificing himself if I can get to him. Because, like, he literally, he just wants to kill people. He is a psychopathic murderer who just loves to kill people. Alright, game, how are we feeling? Are we okay with this? Seems like maybe. There's stuttering, which is making me nervous. It looks like we're okay. This is the wrong warehouse. There it is. Okay.
A part of sent to the well.
I've been expecting something like that. One can spot a mistress-to-be from a verst away. Do the speaking then. I'm all ears. Do you want to die a thief, a murderer, a profiteer, and a smuggler? No, mistress, I don't. I'm going to lay my hands on you and give you a chance to die as Simon Cain died, blah 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 blah. Simon? Simon was a demigod. His blood. I've heard from stock about his blood. His was no blood of a human. There's blue blood, and then there's silver blood, eh? And that's what his was. I'll lay my hands on you, and your veins will be filled with golden and silver and blue blood. Cut yourself open and you'll see. With blood like that, cutting myself would be wasteful. So you agree? I do. Do I even have a choice? I'll even be grateful to you. You won't renounce that tomorrow. I won't, mistress. You better not. Okay, well, that was surprisingly easy. Okay, so who now? So we got him, so that means we can leave Reuben alone. Hey, Justice, thanks for the raid. So who the hell is left? Yulia. We're not leaving Laura. We're not killing Laura. Laura is a sweetheart and she deserves to survive. But who do we even have left that we can sacrifice? So I need 2. Do I need to kill Ruben? So we can take out Yulia and... Yeah, you know what? Ruben wants to die, so we'll go ahead and just grant him his wish, assuming I can get over there without the game crashing. That is not a way in. We're so close. We're so close to the end of this game. Like, holy shit. I mean, Ruben has tried to kill himself several times, so he'll probably end up trying to kill himself regardless of what we do. So might as well have it be for a good cause. Listen to me, Stock. I am the harbinger of your death, and you can choose what it'll be like. Well, that's fair. Simon's murderer deserves to die. I was going to wait for Maria to reach the zenith of her power. I'm curious what punishment the mistress would have chosen for me, but I suppose your idea will be more interesting still. There is, after all, a mystical power within you too. Would you like to die like Simon died? Would you like to emulate him? That would be most fair. Are you going to lay your hands on me? Yes. All right. Just remember you have to work with healthy people. It's important. I'll gladly become your first volunteer. About that. Not quite the first one, buddy. If you find others among your bound, make sure they're in good health. If they were sick and have been healed, some time must pass first. Why? The cells must renew themselves. It doesn't take long, though. Has the Inquisitor endorsed this solution? I've endorsed it. That's what matters. Also make sure the Bachelor survives. He knows the secret of the vaccine, as well as Barak, the Haruspex, who knows how to work with the ingredients. Good. It's a wise course of action. If you succeed and save the town, it will be a genuine miracle. Will you stand by these words tomorrow? Of course. Any time it's necessary. Then I'll see you tomorrow, Stock. Okay, so now we just go to Yulia. And that way scares me, so we're gonna go back out the south and loop around again. That should be far enough away to be able to get over. I have mixed feelings about asking Yulia to sacrifice herself, because, like, she hasn't really done anything or been a part of the story, like, at all in any significant way. But yeah, I guess she's as good as any. I really like Aspity and I really like Yulia, so I don't want either of them to die. That is my reasoning. That is pretty much the only reasoning I have. I kind of thought that with the Inquisitor being hostile towards me, some of these guys would start to come after me. I guess they ran out of budget to do that. No time or budget to alter the game state. Alright, Yulia. You want to die today?
So lonely here.
I'm the harbinger of your death. You can choose what it'll be like. I've already made my choice. I will succumb to the rheumatoid arthritis at roughly the same age Simon was when he passed away. There's a different way you can become like Simon, to become someone that's much more like him. Will you agree to sacrifice yourself for the sake of the people and be glorified as a champion of faith? This doesn't sound like a bad idea at all. I wouldn't mind a finale this dramatic. I shall lay my hands on you and give you the chance to die like Simon Kane died, if you agree like he did to give your blood to those in thirst. Those in thirst. Happy days. Do you have many such associates? You're laughing, but you shouldn't. Simon's blood was used to create a medicine that has saved many from the infection. That's what I've heard. His blood was not consistent with any previously observed hemetic biometry profile. I think I know what it is you want now. But what gives you the idea that my blood is uncommon in the same way? I don't think. I know it for certain. Do you agree then? Sure, why not? You know very well that it's near impossible to refuse your requests. Makes me wonder why you even ask. And you won't go back on your promises tomorrow? You heard what I said, Clara, and it's not in my nature to change my mind. I'd like to have a little recuperative shut-eye now, if you don't mind. Take a rest, you're exhausted. Okay. That's all of them, right? Yep, this is the end. Aglaia commanded me to leave the town at once, but why? What's wrong with my strategy? Is it because my plan answers the goals of the powers that be too well? What kind of an inquisitor is she? She's nothing but a vengeful, malicious impostor. What can I do now but collapse at the feet of the commander and beg for protection? I mean, she hasn't done anything to us. She'd said some vaguely threatening things, but like, the Bachelor's been much more hostile, and we've worked with him. I mean, I'll still do it, but I don't see the point in a narrative standpoint. Ah, fuck. Alright, let's try that again. I found the 7 people. That quickly? Yes, I'm quick. You've just been here and said that there were sinners in this town, 9 in total, who would sacrifice themselves for the cause of obtaining transformed blood. Sadly, you said, some of them were already incurably ill. You even hinted that their disease had been a consequence of your visit. I see. Which of them exactly? You named names. Reuben, Foreman Oyan, the Sabarovs. I've heard about those. Then Anna, Yulia, Aspedy, Laura, and Grief. You said some of them were ill now. But it wasn't me. My eyes weren't lying to me. It was you. You described the way you could transform their blood so that it could be used to create a vaccine for the entire population. You left, and then came back a quarter of a minute later. No, it was her again, my abhorrent doppelganger. It was she who infected my bound. Tomorrow, you'll have to bring them back to life. It's the only hope I have left. Wait, hold up, what? Fuck. Okay, so that's the daily quest. So maybe that was just flavor text and I won't have to... I mean, if I do have to cure all my bound, it's really not that big of a deal. I do need food, though. You have nothing that I need. So I think I can really just, like, track down some food real quick and then sleep until the next day and finish the game. Because I get the feeling that more people are going to be sick tomorrow, so I might as well just wait until then to start curing people. So I know that Sticky and Murky are both sick. Those are the only two I've seen, I think. Fuck's sake. Fine, I'll have an egg. Nobody has any food. Oh, we just got a letter. Harspex is in danger again. I don't care. I give absolutely zero fucks about the Harspex being in danger. It appeared to do exactly nothing. Last time I didn't save him yesterday, so I don't care. I'm very over doing the same quest. The same 3 quests every day. And that's, yep, Block's looking for the Bachelor. Again, I do not care. Was this food? No, there's food somewhere around here. Hey, Alexi. Oh, fuck. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. This is the part that crashes the game. One moment. It does feel bad. Yeah, that's the third crash I've had this stream because of this stupid area. And then Steam takes forever to actually get its shit together and let me launch the game again. Come on, game.exe, close. Yeah. Yeah, it says stop, because it's some sort of memory leak, and so it has to freak out a little bit before it finally says, okay, no, this is a bug, and closes it again. Just end it. Please, for the love of God. Okay. Yeah, the first game has a lot of issues. This isn't like a common thing though. This is like, haven't seen anyone else have this issue. And I've spent quite a while searching. But yeah, like all around here is just completely bugged for me. When it tries to load this section in, it crashes the game. And gives me a memory error, so like I don't know. And the only thing I can think to do to fix it would be to like completely uninstall and reinstall the game. But I'm like 70 hours in, and I'm not confident that that would I'd be able to keep my save. So I'm not doing that. But yeah, that's one thing I'm looking forward to in the second game is not having to deal with constant. Yeah, I've tried verifying files, I've tried like stability patches and stuff, and it's, yeah, I don't know what's up with it. Hey, some actually bread, some actual food. I had it on the Haruspex route, but not with the Bachelor. So it's like, it's something happened while I was playing or while the game was running that corrupted or like moved a file somehow, I think. Yeah, it's just weird. Because like when the entire first route, I didn't have any problems. And then it started happening like halfway between the Haruspex route and then again like halfway through the Changeling route. So it's gotta be like some status or something that happens in the game at some point that is trying to find something. Based on the error message it puts up, it's like it's trying to find something and it's not in the right location, the file it's looking for. But yeah, it's weird and irritating. And this is the last time I'm gonna have to deal with it. What am I doing? I'm looking for a place to sleep. Because I'm not doing that fucking side quest again. It's not happening. And that's why we quick save. I just finished the final like main quest for day 11, so we're just gonna sleep till day 12 and then get all the bound healed and finish the game. So I'm like maybe 30-40 minutes from finishing the game. I'm so excited. This game has consumed my life and I'm not pleased about it. I'm ready to be done. Like, the story's so good, but I'm so ready to be done. Then over here to Sabarov's bed. And tomorrow I can just walk around and buy food, and so that's not, yeah. That's not an issue. Yeah, and like the suffering, like it's definitely like, to a certain extent it is definitely intentional with like the long walks and the dreary graphics and all that, but I've played this game for 70 hours and it's mostly just walking around. I'm ready to be over it. And like, yeah, the writing and the plot is so cool. Especially in Clara's route, like holy shit. You learn so much weird lore. I don't need to talk to you. I need to sleep. Yeah, there's so many things I'm so excited for that they implemented in the second game. You can run, you don't have dust angels, you don't have rats. The character models don't look fucking horrifying when they're not supposed to.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
It's the last day we have left. The choice has to be made. Dun dun dun. Okay. Foodstuffs. That is going to be first order of business. And especially when you're playing with Clara, because Clara, she waves her hands around and has like an infinite ranged attack that does decent damage. So rats aren't even a threat of like injury or infection, they're literally just irritating. Oh, and I may have figured out console commands to get me just a few more Schmouter than I probably need. Because I've played this game I've played for 70 hours and I'm gonna see the final fucking theater conversation. Yeah. No, having 21 Schmouters is totally normal. It's not suspicious at all. Bread. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, for now at least, I just need to go around curing people. Hey, thanks for the follow. And like, I haven't used console commands or cheats for any of the game, even when I'd like honestly probably should have because I soft locked myself in places. But no, I'm gonna see that goddamn conversation. Take some Schmouter, give it to him. And then I know Murky is also sick. I'll check on Aspedy and Grace, because I haven't checked on them in a couple days. Well, no, Aspedy, she's one of my bounds, so she should be fine, because I've not failed a daily quest. Yeah. And it's like... yeah. It's significant enough that I think it's worth cheesing or cheating for it. Just to see it. If it was just for like, oh, completionist 100%, I wouldn't. But it's like, that's a cool thing that I want to see. Yeah. Yeah. 70 hours is enough for a little bit of cheating to get the cool ending. So I think I'll check Aspity, Grace, and then Notkin and Murky. Because they're the ones who I'm not sure if they're fine. Okay. Aspity's fine. Figured she would be. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, I haven't played the second game before. I'm gonna play it. I'll probably start it next Monday. Because I need a bit of a break. I need a palate cleanser. So I'm probably gonna play like Stardew Valley this week on stream. And then next week I'll start the second game. But I've had people in chat telling me about like what's different and just the general premise of it. Nothing specific though. So like I know a bit about it. Oh, good thing I checked here. Take some schmouter. Give it to her. And I know that only the Haruspex route is out, so I imagine I'll play that and then play other things until, well, assuming they ever release it, the other routes. Yeah, but and like the DLC is the Bachelor, but it's like a completely standalone separate thing, which is super lame. It's just a test where you play as them for a day? Yeah, that's like... so lame. Like, you couldn't even just, like, put the you couldn't even just, like, copy and paste the dialogues from the first game or something? That seems like it wouldn't be too difficult to do. They ran out of funding. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Not surprising, but it is unfortunate. But, like, who knows? Maybe they'll pick it up sometime in the future, or someone else will pick it up, you know. Maybe it'll come out, maybe it won't. I'll play it if it does. Oh wait, I don't actually need to go in here. I know that there's not. Anyone sick in there? Let me out. Okay, now please just let me go back there without crashing. I think this part is safe, like over here by the train tracks. It should be. Especially, like, I really hope they redo the Changelings route with more time and more budget, because there's so many things that are so cool about it, but you really feel the lack of time and budget at the end. Because there's so much that could have been expanded more on, or just done better. Okay. I haven't been by Eva's house for a while. I can go check over there. Otherwise, I might just sleep in that bed till I get the letters from Artemy and Danil. So I'm gonna make an actual save. Just to be safe. Like, I really feel like the whole Clara becoming a mistress and interacting with the Rat Prophet, like, that seemed like it was originally intended to be more of a focus. But, like, they just didn't... I don't know, maybe they changed directions or maybe they just didn't have the time or resources. Either way, it's unfortunate. I guess actually after I check with Eva Yan, I should track down some more food. $20 schmouters and no food. Yep. I got priorities, man. They may be skewed, but they're mine. Well, and with Clara, you get so much money. It's absurd the amount of money you get. So I literally can just buy out food stores and it's not an issue. Like, Clara's route is easy mode, without a doubt. Alright, she's fine, so I need food. I need to go up here so I don't crash the game. Again. Get up the... Thank you. Clara's even easier than the Bachelor, though, because the Bachelor, when you do have to fight, you're... like, you actually have to fight normally. Clara doesn't even have to fight bitches normally. She just fucking zaps them with her magic hands from 5 feet away and is fine. It's awesome. Plus, with Clara, even when your reputation drops to 0, most of the NPCs don't go after you. And it's, yeah, just like, ha! And they die. It's beautiful. Like, yeah, you get constant reputation days drain in the first few days of Clara, but it doesn't matter because, like, people don't come after her. The only thing that changes is that you can't trade with shopkeepers, but you've got access to lockpicks, so you can just steal shit. Which is why I've got, just so many drugs. Yeah. We're just gonna be the new kingpin of this town. We're gonna get all the kids under our command, make them give us part of their cut whenever they make drug sales. Cartel of children. Just a couple 8-year-olds selling pills. Okay, that should put us into the day for realsies. The morning of the 12th day is come. Today is the final day. You have less than 14 hours to make the right choice. Day 12, in which it becomes possible to do the impossible. Wonderful. Can I just get your quest now?
Head is spinning.
Look who's here, the demon huntress. I hope you've got your stake of aspen wood with you, and silver, lots of it. You're still a slave to your worldview. Indeed? As it happens, I've discovered the meaning of my freedom. Of course you have, liar. So listen how my plot's unfolded. As you probably know, I've been deceived 3 times by people I sincerely trusted. First, the powers that be, then the Inquisitor, and now, finally, I've found out what the point of the whole affair was. I'm a plaything, and so undoubtedly are you. I know already, so what now? I suppose you'll suggest that I leave it to you to decide? Of course, how did you know? What, for your sake? You're a plaything. Of course not, for the town's sake. There are no bachelors and no towns here, blind man. There's just you and I. You are my past, meaning that technically there's just me and I. Then the I that's me is the better one. No. Don't rush to conclusions. I'm on the verge of making my final discovery. In a nutshell, I feel I've been imbued with more meaning than is apparent to me. As if anything could be apparent to you. You're a bodily frame devoid of soul and will. You're not capable of understanding a thing at this point. Self-denial is the meaning here, silly. Deny yourself and you win. Yes, that's how it is. The essence of my discovery. It was for you. You think that because your nature is evil. It's only fitting that you should reject it. You don't say. I've always sensed it in you. At first I thought you were demon, because you weren't like them, with a power of a different kind growling inside you. Now I see why it seemed that way. You're possessed with pride. Not at all. I'm merely aware of my responsibility, and have no intention of disowning my power. There's a greater pride in humility. Haven't you ever heard that adage? Goodbye, you're getting nothing. Did I get a letter? Harspec says goodbye. The Beakheads say you're the only one to have figured out how the true victory can be achieved. They believe that you alone can prevail. This may well be true. They know how many things that I don't. What I do know, however, is that they're rotten to their core. I've found my own path to victory, I think. Believe it or not, it's simple, but don't reject it in a hurry. Perhaps this is the only way for you to save yourself, Barack. I was kind of hoping you'd tell me about your bound. Do I really need to wait for letters? Can I go talk to the Harrispecs, maybe? Now that I've gotten his letter? Not the right letter? Yeah, I know this isn't the right letter, but like, that's... It seems kind of final. Like, do I just fuck around and wait, or sleep and wait until I get the letters? This doesn't seem like... Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. There we go. Farewell message of the powers that be. Clara, we want to say goodbye to you. Farewell. You've been the most interesting one to play with. If you want to talk to us, come over to the polyhedron. Be careful not to mix the facets. We're at the very bottom, in the middle of it. Count to 5 and you'll see us under the lamp. None of your friends have gathered here. They too want to say goodbye. Did you speak with them yet? Remember, they're scared and they miss you.
Sorry, but I have to get back to work.
Cool. Go talk to the creepy giant children again? I'm always down to do that. They're fucking weird and I'm here for it. I don't know. I don't know what happens at the end of the day if you fail the quest. I mean, I'd assume that just one of the other characters goes through with their plan, or the town dies. Also, hey Rix. Glad to see people playing the game. Glad to see people fucking finishing this game. We're almost done with it. It's hard and it's long and it's kind of fucking tedious. The end of Clara's route is so tedious. Because it takes like 10 minutes to do her daily quest. And then for the last like 6 days, it's just the same side quest every single day. It's mind-numbing. There's so many parts of this game where like you can see the potential, but it's just not there. And Clara's route is definitely one of those. Where, like it's so close to being absolutely incredible, but things like the repetitive side quests and the mechanically uninteresting daily quest, even though they're narratively very interesting, really do not help it. Where's the stairs? See what the kiddos have to say. And shoop. I really don't need the slow pan. We have already been here as Clara. Let's go, creepy children time. Okay. Why are you here? Go away. I'm scared. You're scary. Scared? Why are you scared, little girl? What did you say your name was? Oh, Thrush. Thrush. See, that's a very fitting name. Did you make it up for the game? Uh-huh. So that I don't catch the disease. So you're afraid of a play disease. How could you possibly catch it? Anything can happen. One doesn't trifle with such things, you know. Sometimes it's all fun and games, till it happens for real. That's what I keep telling Measley, but he wouldn't listen. Willie's picked himself quite a witching name, too. Just in case. How old are you, child? I don't know. Not old. And you may be a great big dummy, but we're still the same height. It's because I'm hunkering. That's where we're the same height. See? Yeah, just call the child stupid. The omnipotent children stupid. That's a great idea. Clara's here. Hi, Clara. So, you're not a changeling anymore? And why are you still here? Have you been left behind or something? Oh, no. Give me more dialogue. What kind of question is that? Uh-oh. You're not going to hurt us, are you? I just asked because I was curious. Right? The eerie image of when you complete the game and you see all 3 main characters lying with buttons for eyes, like, that's creepy. Scariest imagery in the game. There. Why would I hurt sad little things like you? If you like, you can ask us questions and we'll answer. The ones who were here before you loved asking us questions, and we didn't mind. We'll give great answers, explaining everything and all. Look, this here. with the hold pebbles is the abattoir, and that over there, can you imagine? It's the polyhedron. That's cute. Do you even realize that you're in there, on the inside? Oh, no. Well, oh well. Cut that dialogue short. Nothing more to say? Alright. Well, thanks. That was less informative than the other routes. But that's fine, because we've already talked to them. And we're gonna talk to the theater guys, so it doesn't matter. Actually, I wonder if we've got everyone cured, can we just go to the theater? Do we need to wait for a letter? Because I think I have everyone cured. Where? How do I get out? There. Yeah, I mean, not like I've got a whole lot else going on at the moment, so wouldn't kill me. Did you two know that if you jump off the top of the polyhedron on the final day, you get an achievement? I didn't know that. At the end of the Bachelor route, someone in my chat told me, and I didn't believe them, but I did it anyways, and it actually turned out it was true. Can I just top off here? Where the fuck is my last save? Okay, you don't do it like that, but, okay, I think this is... okay, it was right there. Good. Excellent. Yeah, not like that, but like if you leap off onto the central thing, it'll give you an achievement. That was just me being a dumbass and trying to save time. Oh, okay. Yep, should look where I'm going when I'm going off the treacherous staircase. Not yeet myself into oblivion for the second time in 10 minutes. I want to go to the theater, okay? I don't want to spend time saving and reloading and hurling myself off buildings. Hey, thanks for the follow, Rix. Okay. Also, I don't know if this is something that changed in the second game, but I feel like the theater performances could use some work. Like either with making them weirder and more like graphically interesting, or making them like give you actual useful information as to like what the other characters were up to, because they're just kind of a waste of time as they are in this game. Like, I stopped bothering with Clara. They are a lot better? Cool. Cool, 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 cool. And death is a mechanic? Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that death's a mechanic and you don't get, like, saves. Which scares me. So every single bound has survived. Unbelievable. You're right, they can't all survive. Some will certainly perish. That's how things stand. They can. They very much can. In your case, if I'm not mistaken, everyone can make it through. This is one of the brighter aspects of your great mission. A pleasant bonus, if you will. What about Eva, though, and the Olgimskis? Yes, Eva, the Olgimskis, the foreman of the abattoir, all of them. But be quick. There's a reason you've come here. You wanted to talk? Yes, I was going to ask a few questions. All right, I'll try to save everyone. It seems I'm destined for this, being the savior of assorted nobodies. You're very tall. Okay. Well, that was not as helpful as I was hoping. So what now? Well, I can check these shops for food. And I mean, am I actually gonna have to go all the way to the foreman again? I really do not want to walk all the way to the abattoir. A single lemon. Awesome. Well, you know, I can't trade with anyone, so I can at least have a singular peanut. Does so much for my appetite. It's like, yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm meant to be doing. I mean, I guess I can go check on the foreman. Fuck, I really hope Vlad the Younger isn't infected. Oh, cool, you've actually got food. Okay. Can I maybe like go around here? Fuck, I can't even get close to his house to check if he is infected or not. Maybe by going over this way I can get close. Yeah, game will crash. I'm gonna be so pissed if he is infected and I can't get to him, and like I'm never gonna see the true ending because of that. I would be so mad. Just, yeah, uninstall it and reinstall it. Put another 30 hours into the game to completely redo this fucking, completely redo Clara's route. It'll totally be worth it to see one, like, 5-minute conversation. God, no. No, once I finish this, I'm uninstalling it from my computer and never installing it again. Like, I don't think I will ever touch this game ever again. I feel like maybe in a year or two, I'll be like, ooh, maybe I want to like watch someone else play this, but I'm never actually playing it again for myself. Just no. I can't do it. I'm not strong enough. Right, where's the break in the fence? Spend more time watching than playing, yeah. And I feel like this game in particular is really good for that. Like, I don't know how anyone would be able to just sit and play the entire thing on their own. Like, definitely streaming it makes it a lot more manageable. Just having people to chat with while you're aimlessly wandering through the fucking empty fields. Yeah. Yeah, the atmospheric soundtrack is definitely a plus. The sound design in general in this game is pretty phenomenal. Okay, game, how are we feeling about this? How close can I get? Can I at least get close enough? Oh, okay, I can get close enough to see, and I don't see any executors. So I think we're good. So I guess maybe I'll go check in with the foreman. Well, no, because I did save his life. That's what yesterday's daily quest was about, was convincing the Haruspecs not to kill him and convincing the foreman to just give up his position willingly. So he should be fine. What about Eva, though? Oh, we already checked in Eva, and I don't know what to do. Does Clara even get letters from the other two? Because I feel like I should have gotten them by now. I feel like I'm wasting time that should be used to do something else, but that might just be because the game's conditioned me to think like that. Like, who the hell haven't I saved? Because, I mean, the executor up front, he says, oh, the bound are all still alive? That's impressive, or whatever he says. Like, that makes me think that I do have everyone and I maybe just need to wait till I get a letter? I don't fucking know. 9 of your friends have gathered here. But they weren't there. What? Is Evian alive? Evian is not here. She may be dead. Did I miss something in the polyhedron? Were my bound in there? $7 p.m. Yep, that's normal. I'm thinking maybe I missed something in the polyhedron because that 9 of your friends have gathered here. They too want to say goodbye. Have you spoken with them yet? So maybe? Did I just get too excited thinking I could go straight to the theater and completely miss something super obvious? That's happened before. Will you let me in?
Why are they acting so girlishly?
Okay, I'm no longer allowed in the polyhedron. So never mind. So I think the only person that's dead is Yulia. And we might be able to find her in the cathedral? Where she was in the bachelor route? Maybe. Nope. I have the final proceedings. This is the last day we have left. The choice has to be made. That's it. And that's not helpful at all. I feel like I might just need to wait for letters. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's super, super informative. Yeah, I'll probably sleep like 1 hour at a time, see if I get any notes. Maybe you can only go into the theater after you've... That actually might make a lot of sense, because in the other routes they specifically say, oh, all of the executors need to not be out in the town. So I might need to wait until 7 p.m. And then after we meet in the cathedral, then go to the theater. That's a possibility, because that's when we actually save the town. Make the decision that saves the town. So I wonder, like, if we've already saved all the bound, if we just don't get those letters. Because, yeah, that's a whole lot of nothing. Okay, by the time I get over there, it should be. Because usually you need to cure all the bound and then talk with the healer so that they show up at the cathedral. We don't really need anyone to show up at the cathedral, I don't think. I might reload and blah 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 blah. Don't like that. They've already begun. Are you going in? Yes, I am. So let me in. I may need to reload an earlier save. Oh shit. The twin.
It's so cold.
It's good you found me here and approached me. Now you'll have to perform the sacrament for which for which you, changeling, thief, saint, pest, envoy of the law and harbinger, came into this world. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready now. Oh.
We're being manipulated.
Well then, let us commence. I'm going to ask you formally in order to get this over with quicker. One word from you and it happens. So you're positive it was neither greed, nor plotting, nor circumstance that has informed your choice, but your conscience alone. I've been given orders to level everything here, but if this isn't necessary, I'll trust you on it. My trust for you is infinite. There's no need to destroy everything. We can do all together without gunfire and preserve this world as it is, even though many think it impossible. Good. Do you really know a way to preserve this town? Yes, I'm restoring the chain of creation. I'm giving Simon back to this town. I'm closing the chain. I hereby declare that from now on only goodwill, love, dedication shall, time and time again, be the safeguards of this tiny world's existence. Would you like to know how I'm going to do it? I hereby announce that the choice has been made. The council is dismissed. That's it? The choice has been made. Now everything's been resolved.
There is an eternal
I've stolen my fate from myself. Do you have anything more to say?
What?
Farewell, sister. I'm leaving forever, and you're staying. You are indeed unlike any of them. Did you hear what I've said? I've taken up your burden. There will be a miracle, and you will have to go. Yeah. No, Alexander is just on board with Clara fucking instantly. For no real reason. Like, I kind of like it just for convenience sake, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It couldn't have been any other way, my dear sister. Farewell. I'll take the disease with me as I leave. A lot of evil will be gone from this world along with me. So it shall be. Forgive me. Is the burden you've taken not too heavy for you? No, don't ask again. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Alright.
We're being manipulated.
But that's all a mere formality. What is this town to me indeed? A decoy, a proving ground for someone's character. There's but one precious thing that I will take out of this place, won't I? I'm going to have to stay here. Okay. Is there anyone upstairs? There was someone in the bachelor's route, and so I've got to check in every single other route, damn it. Looks like that's a big fat no. Okay. So maybe now we can go to the theater, hopefully? Please? Game? none of them have any more dialogue. Yeah, you. Will you? Okay, no. Okay. So if I can't get into the theater now, I'm gonna have to reload an earlier save. Alexander Block is such a weird character. Ow. Because, like, he's just kind of on board for whatever the player wants to do, regardless of who you're playing as. And, like, now in Clara's route, he's talking about all this, like, mystical shit that he never hinted at in the other routes. It's just, it's very strange. He's a strange dude. I would have liked for him to show up earlier so we could have more time to get to know him, honestly. What about now? Every single bound is survived. Unbelievable. Ah! You know what? I'm just gonna fucking look up. Stop. Give me 1 second while I consult Google. Because I know that all the bound have to be saved, but, like, it's not giving me any indication as to which bound I still need. And that executor makes it sound like... Okay, bachelors will be in still water, how respects being layered to it. Must speak with them and choose to cure their bound using Schmouter and Panacea. If the changeling cures every single bound, receive a letter after meeting the powers that be, inviting her to the theater. Inside the theater, there are 2 people she can talk to. Okay. So I do need to do this shit before I go into the theater, or into the, cathedral. So I think I need to talk, reload an earlier save. And talk with both the Haruspecs and the Bachelor. My main concern is that when I talk to the Bachelor, he didn't have shit to say. Because at this point, I think we've talked to the powers that be. So maybe I need to go talk to Artemy and he'll tell me one of his bound is still sick. Grasping at straws just a little bit, but wait, no, I do need to go this way. I'm not going to the Termitary. I'm going to the Haruspex' hideout. Like, the only one of his bound that I think could even... I haven't, like, seen or checked in on is Taya. And I don't think she can get sick. It appears that you've been helpful. Without you, Ruin wouldn't have discovered what my calling was. And in the meantime, I've realized what my mission is. Do tell me, please. It's very interesting. How did you wriggle out of that trap? I didn't. I'm a hero. Better to be trapped a hero than a free cripple, isn't it? Oh, really? The Bachelor at least figured out he was a puppet. And I'm not a puppet. Must be because I never figured it out. What else are you planning on surprising me with? Do you really not care? I'm not a toy changeling. I'm Artemy Barak, a Haruspex, who knows the lines, a warden who has fulfilled his mission and reconciled his father's spirit with the earth. and has made a correct choice. That's who I am. Do you understand? So you're a believer in salvation through ignorance. I must admit I'm a bit confused, but it was for the better. It allowed me to escape the iron grip of my preordainment. I'm content with being able to choose with my heart. The creators of this dilemma had limited your choice to 2 options. I'm content with as much regardless. If you gave me a chance to choose, you can be sure I'll choose the most humane solution. The most human one. The town will suffer. The town is an instrument. It was made for humans, not the other way around. But you're not human. What makes you think so? I'm as human as they come, and no amount of your insults will change that. Wait. I think I'm beginning to understand you, and now, yes, I see that you're closer to victory than me. Oh. Your confidence are alive and well. I'll see you at the council. Okay. So I need to choose that option. So let me head back to the bachelor. And I'll select that option for him as well. Maybe I just need to trigger that quest, their side quest, to be able to get in the theater? Or maybe I'm missing one of the bachelors? Don't know who the hell I could possibly be missing out of his.
contaminated town will have...
Okay, I guess I just am not allowed to have his bound then. So did I fuck that up? Fucking hell. Oh! Oh, Maria got sick! Give it to him. Fucking Christ. Okay. Okay, that should be everyone. Please tell me that's everyone. Please let me into the damn theater. I've already seen the ending cutscene for Claire's route. We've already had the conversation. So if I get this conversation, I'm gonna be done. That's it. Okay, now can I come in? Yes! Oh. Finally! Oh my god. Hi guys. The real game is what's happening between you and us. That was an official warning I had to make. I warned the previous characters too, but they went straight for the questions. Such boring people. Why'd you put me in a position like this? What was that split personality gimmick all about? In fact, it was much gimmickier than a mere split personality. It was the gimmick of choosing one's own fate. A logical and temporal conundrum, a Mobius strip of events, a backup plan, and it seems to have worked. Clara is the game's main protagonist, and so is the sand dirt, so is the utopia. What was the point of this whole affair? What was the pestilence for? You see, we're conducting an experiment of sorts. We find inevitability worrying and oppressive. We wanted to see for ourselves just how flawed the idea is of constructing a sarcophagus for a miracle. Or perhaps not a sarcophagus, but a space in which a miracle would always be possible. Why changeling? Because that's what she is. It's her nature. She'll stay true to it until the end. Well, almost until the end, seeing as she's the only one with the miracle option. Don't miss it. What about the Haruspecs and the Bachelor? What are they there for? They haven't performed any miracles, but both had a chance to accomplish a heroic feat of a different sort, to prove or disprove a number of slippery points in the process. The Haruspecs? Diverging branches. He was the only one who could attain true freedom. He wasn't facing the kind of dilemma that the ever-deceived Bachelor found so dismal. So even here, you're not letting me go back to the previous selection. I'd be interested to hear about the other hero too. Don't worry, you haven't made your choice yet, have you? The miracle is yet to happen. This was just a reminder. Enough, I'm leaving. Oh my god, that's great. Well, you know everything about us already. Now that you've got this far, you're much more powerful than us. And yet I still have to choose a reply from the options I'm offered. Oh no. Who was Clara the Graveborn, the one who raised her hands first? She was indeed conceived as the disease, an instrument of the law, but she was born a thief. At the very moment of her birth, she got a chance to become someone completely different. The girl came into this world, having stolen for herself the fate of a miracle worker. Does the sister really exist? Of course not. The same being saying in two different voices. You made her up yourself. Don't you remember when? It was a falsehood. The answer's been hinted at. Then it shouldn't be a surprise to you that at certain moments you were seeing Clara right in front of you, right? Hang on, here's the important part. Who is she? The twin, the one that doesn't exist. Seeing as the Plague Girl invented her in order to save her life and dodge an accusation, she is in fact the saint and miracle worker. Then how can we be talking about anything resembling a choice? Why not? The changeling, not knowing who she was herself, had fallen into our mirror trap. It was a surprise even to the children who were playing with her, so it was a conundrum. Why, there's no point in hiding that we hadn't expected it either. So maybe, just maybe. How? Hadn't you have made provisions for every circumstance beforehand? When she first performed a lesser miracle, we were ourselves astounded. We had never thought it could work. It shouldn't have. Unbelievable. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, that's it. That is the end of Pathologic. We've seen everything that I think is worth seeing. So thank you so much for watching. It's been a hell of a time, and I'll see you on the next stream. Bye.